We are live. Hello, hello. I check one, two. Thank you so much for joining me. And as always, I have to grab my note because this is a very. I mean, all the inputs are important, but this is icing on top of this is sugar on top of icing on the cake. So, without further, without much ado, we jump in. So, my fellow citizens, today I want to speak to you not as a politician, but as a builder, as someone who believes that a nation is not defined by its past, but by the systems it chooses to build for its future. If we were to design a national economy from scratch, one that is not inherited, not improvised, but intentionally built, what would it look like? What would we prioritize? What would we even protect? And of course, what would we grow? Tonight, I want to share with you the blueprint of a modern, resilient, high performing national economy, one designed for the world we live in and the world we are stepping into. Now, an economy is not just money or capital, it is not just markets or trade or GDP. An economy is a living system made up of people, institutions, incentives, infrastructure, ideas. It is the engine that turns human potential into national prosperity. If we were building an economy from scratch, we would begin with one question, and that is what kind of society do we want to create? Because the economy is the tool, not the destination. Now, to build a national economy from the ground up, we must construct I'll say four foundational pillars. Pillar one, a talent driven economy. And you all know how heavy I am on talent. I keep saying talent is the most important resource we can ever find on earth and probably beyond. Talent is the new national resource. A modern economy must educate its people, attract global talent, retain its brightest minds, deploy talent where it matters most. Talent is the engine behind innovation, productivity, and national strength. If we were building an economy from scratch, that is, we would build a talent pipeline. Pillar two, a productive, innovative industrial base. Every strong economy has industries that create value, employ people, generate exports, build national capabilities, from manufacturing to technology, from agriculture to advanced research. A nation must know what it produces, why it produces it, and how it competes globally. If we were therefore building an economy from scratch, we would choose industries that give us strategic advantage, not just short-term profit. Pillar three, infrastructure that enables growth. Infrastructure is not roads and bridges only or alone. It is the backbone of national productivity. It includes energy, transportation, digital networks, logistics, water systems, research facilities. The list can go on and on. And so, if we were building an economy from scratch, once again, we would build infrastructure that is future proof, not infrastructure that barely meets yesterday's needs. And pillar four, institutions that create trust. No economy can function without trust. I'm talking about trust in contracts, regulations, the rule of law, financial systems, public institutions. Strong institutions reduce friction, weak institutions increase cost. If we were building an economy from scratch, we would build institutions that are competent, transparent, and resilient. Now, once the foundations are all built, we activate the engines that drive national growth. With engines, of course, and engine one, we have innovation. Innovation is the multiplier of national capability. It comes from research, experimentation, entrepreneurship, risk taking, talent density. A nation that innovates leads. A nation that imitates follows. Engine two, capital formation. Capital is the fuel of economic activity. A modern economy must attract investment, deploy capital efficiently and effectively, support small businesses, enable large scale projects. Capital must flow to ideas, not obstacles. Engine three, trade and global, sorry, trade and global integration. Now, no nation grows in isolation. Trade expands markets, partnerships expand opportunity, global integration expands influence. And so if we were building an economy from scratch, we would design one that is open, competitive, and globally connected. Every economy needs an operating system that is a set of rules, incentives, and feedback loops that keep it functioning. And this includes tax policy, regulatory frameworks, labor systems, monetary stability, national strategy. The operating system must be simple, predictable, fair, aligned with long term goals. Because if we were building an economy from scratch, we would design an operating system that rewards productivity, one that encourages innovation and also supports upward mobility. With all this, leadership is important. And so, leadership is not about controlling the economy, it is about shaping the conditions in which the economy thrives. A leader, therefore, must set a clear national direction, align institutions, remove friction, invest in long term capacity. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Protect national resilience. Leadership is not, leadership is the steward of the system, not the owner of it. My fellow citizens, if we were building a national economy from scratch, we would build one that is talent rich, innovation driven, globally competitive, institutionally strong, resilient in crisis, fair in opportunity, and ambitious in vision. This is not a dream, this is a blueprint. A nation is not defined by what it inherits, but by what it chooses to build. And together we can build an economy worthy of our own potential. I end by saying a strong economy is not an accident. It is a system intentionally designed, carefully built, and constantly improved. Thank you and Happy New Year.